Hello, and welcome to Oracle Priestess Noemi, Bearer of Victory's channel. And for those of you who already know me, what's up? Archangel Michael, please protect us as we channel the energy for the collective during the full moon in Capricorn. So the last two readings that are posted were readings that I posted on December 31st. And they just felt very fitting for the energy. So if you haven't watched them, I would really suggest that you watch them to see where you're at, activation or initiation, because that's usually the different parts of the journey. And then there's the people who are asleep. And if you don't know what that means, it's just not for you. The energy is very tough right now, and especially after the announcement of Biden not continuing in the race. This is not about politics. I'm not bringing it up because of politics. In other readings, I have talked about things changing on an institutional level, things being brought to the light, things being revealed. The thing is, these things on a macro level, on a large scale level, are being revealed, but it's only to distract and try to take away from exactly what we're trying to do in our own lives. There are people who think, well, why should I even vote? There's a reason for it, like on a social aspect. However, it's also an exercise of your own discernment, your own intuition, what it is that you are going after, because it's just one part of it. So anyhow, I don't want to get off on anything, but this morning, it wasn't this morning, it was like this afternoonish. I channeled a message for one of my groups, and because one of the people in the group, he was really worried about the whole thing. I told him, the thing is, no matter what, we must stand firm in our self-love. We must stand firm in our leadership. We must stand firm in who we are as parents, who we are spiritually. We must continue to follow our dreams. We must continue to do everything that it is that we're doing and not let these things distract us, because after all, it can become a distraction where you start to lose hope, but we are the hope. And even if we don't get, a president that completely aligns with the things that we want, or even does the things that we do, ask yourself, are you doing what it is that you would like to do? How much does this really affect you? Or is it just hoopla? Is it just a bunch of bullshit that goes on that it distracts you from your own personal goals and puts fear into you and says, hey, you know what? Because this person's no longer going to be president, then or running, or the Democratic Party is falling apart, blah, 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 because none of that really matters. The elite is the elite. The government is the government. At the end of the day, even when we vote and we're exercising our own discernment, what's going to happen is going to happen. It's written. So think about it on the level of your own lives. So in that being said, it's not that, I don't vote, because I do. It's a lot more about surrender, right? Today is full moon in Capricorn. Today happens to be a full moon. And during the full moon, there's usually really big changes. And we're, like I said before, we're going to, through the Most High God and the Holy Spirit, we're going to see big changes, macro level changes. And it may startle you, but do not be rattled. Do not be rattled. It's also a time, because it's a time of great change, that you're going to be able to see. You're going to be seeing great changes in your own life, and you're going to start to be able to manifest on a quicker level, because the energy is conducive for people with strong intuition, strong discernment, and people are just going to continue to to do that. That's why it's good to know what stage you're at. Activation, initiation, where are you on your journey? Ascension, because a lot of us are definitely ascending for however many times, because we accept the non-duality. We accept the divine love. Some of us are still working through inner child things, but that could be a part of your initiation process, those things being brought up. And a lot of people are awakening. And I think that it's also a time of karmic completion, but also of karmic debt being paid. If you don't believe in karma, that's okay. I'm not too privy about the word. But you reap what you sow, right? And it's harvest time. What does that really mean? The harvest is not always money. And it's not always what you think it's going to be. Where you have to feel. Using your third eye is important right now. What does that mean? It means forget about the two eyes that see what they see. Be careful on social media. Be careful about the things that you're reading or what other people are telling you, because everybody's being tested. I was doing a reading the other day, and in the reading, they started to say about like raw zombies. Some of us are in a comatose zombie world of illusions, and then other of us are in a comatose zombie feeling of, why am I tired? Why do I want to go to sleep? Why am I so thirsty? Why am I so hungry? How come my whole body hurts? It's the process of ascension. It's the process. Some of us are transforming. Some people are initiation. Some are in activation. And it's just a part of all of it. And the more that you accept where you're at in this moment, the easier it's going to be, right? So it's all about surrender right now. But it's also a powerful time. Now, we've never had a woman president before. And so, will Kamala Harris accept her nomination? Will she? The fact itself, the divine feminine rising, the fact that she was just nominated, makes you think. The fact that there is a woman vice president should have made us think, should have made us feel like we rise. But activation is here. For those who are in the activation process, you're feeling that. You're feeling like, I must do something. I need to change this. I don't like these people. Oh my gosh, why am I around? Who is this person? This person just doesn't understand me. This is showing you that your energy, your soul wants to rise. 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 One of my very good friends, it was during the eclipse, she was like, we will rise. All of us. Because even divine feminine energy, it's within the divine masculine energy, right? What does divine mean? It means I'm not going to tell you the definition of divine, but when we're talking about divine beings, we're not talking about something that's better than somebody else. We're talking about a choice. The choice to choose a certain path or to stay in the illusion. You don't have to look at the world as a video game or the Matrix, even though it's arguably could be a fact. But if you don't want to look at it like that, you don't want to look at it in the smokes and mirrors kind of way, look at it as, we have been lied to in a lot of ways. Because when you grow up and you're like, wait, my parents said that God was going to punish me and like lightning's going to strike me, or whatever the lies that our parents used to tell us just to get us to do what we were supposed to do. One of the biggest things that I was told is that I was going to go to hell if I didn't listen. And it was just like literally surrounded around like just cleaning something. Like it was just something very minor. So we grow up and then we learn also like that our parents are not perfect. Oh my gosh, because they gave us the delusion. Some of us, right? Because not all of us went through that with our parents, but some of us have. The grief of thinking I will never be like my mother, the grief of I would never, feel as free or manly as my father, you realize that, wait, they're not perfect. And I mean, at that point, when you realize that, you have to make a decision whether you're going to continue in a delusion and create illusions for yourself or keep those illusions going, or you're going to go on your own path. Some people choose to keep the illusion or delusion going, and sometimes they call those traditions. But not all traditions are delusions or illusions. I'm not saying that, but some people say it's tradition when they really is something else. And so we just have to really be able to discern that. I mean, there's things I do add a tradition that I love, that I have learned, that is great. So there's an inner power coming out right now for a lot of you, just really going on to serve, being in service of others. There's a trustworthiness about you. There's a reliability. And if not yet, you will be coming into that energy. You may not know what to do with it, and that's okay, because when it's your time, you will know. So just trust that. Let's see what the Holy Spirit has for you all. Subscribers, not subscribers, those who just come to this reading because they were led here. What do we have, Holy Spirit? What do we have? What do we have? It takes great courage to tell the truth. It takes great authenticity. Even though he was forced in some kind of way, he still could have fought it. But there's an awakening and there's a liberation. And he didn't fight. So you shouldn't fight your awakening, and don't fight the freedom that you're feeling, even though it seems to feel like a very confusing time. Do not give in to that. Okay? Let's see what we have here. Yeah, look, inner power. Invite help. Prayer is such a big thing. Prayer, meditation, whatever it is that you do. But I mean, the Most High God gets things done. So that's what I'll say about that, and we'll continue. Oh gosh, yes. What was just talking about? Forgiveness and surrendering. One of the readers I listened to was also talking about that today. It's been like a really big theme. I'm pretty sure that there's like some reading that I did. I don't have my laptop with me. Surrender to your intuition is what we were talking about. If there's any time that you should be surrendering, it's definitely now, especially with this Capricorn energy. You'll be surrendering to synchronicities. Okay? So we have inner power, we have awakening, we have liberation. And again, we have surrender. Surrender to the Most High God. Surrender to your inner power. Surrender to this awakening. It is a liberation, a freeing of the binding of people who are binded. They're being liberated. They're awakening. Inner power always protects you from things that are not for you, for things that don't serve you. Okay, so invite help, receive, love, and allow. Radical acceptance says yes to reality in any given moment, so what's needed can come next. I can't wait for you to feel and see and really be entangled and embracing what comes next, because what comes next is utter beauty in your life. The utter beauty of feeling like letting go is a gift. Letting go and accepting whatever it is. And remember, what is meant to be yours will always be yours, no matter what. I hope I helped heal at least one person in the world today. And I sure hope it was all of you, whoever's watching. Be well. Stay firm. Bye.